There are only a few mammalian species, only 5%, in which both the parents are known to care for their offspring. Mouse is an example where the male mice are known to care for the young ones along with the mothers in some species like oldfield mice, while in the other species like deer mice, only the mother cares for the offspring. Scientists have found a new type of cells that are present in oldfield mice that are responsible for this behavior of caring for their offspring. Male mice are known to kill the young ones because one litter may have more than one father. These mice are known to be promiscuous, that is, have more than one mate. And there also exist species of mice that are monogamous, that is, have just one mate throughout their life. And these are the ones who are known to care for their young ones. To understand the difference in the behavior of these different species of mice, scientists studied a gland called as the adrenal gland. The adrenal gland is present above the kidneys and produces the hormone adrenaline, which is known to be responsible for the flight or fight response seen during stress. The size of adrenal gland was found to be larger in the oldfield mice as compared to the deer mice. Further study found that the adrenal glands in the oldfield mice produce a hormone 20-alpha OHP, which is derived from progesterone, a female sex hormone. 20-alpha OHP is also seen to be expressed in ovaries of many female mice. Scientists also discovered a new type of cell population in the adrenal gland that produce this hormone. This hormone then reaches the brain via the bloodstream and thus affect the behavior of the male mice. It is interesting to see that oldfield and deer mice, which are closely related, but because the oldfield mice evolved to have a larger adrenal gland with cells that do not exist in the deer mice, made the oldfield mice to be monogamous. Many animals are known to use tools. Sea otter is one example that uses stones, glass bottles, shells and other trash items to break open their food like snails, clams and crabs, which have hard shells. Soft-bodied organisms like sea urchin are the preferred food of sea otters. But in times when sea urchin is not available, they switch to hard-shelled organisms. A group of scientists have been studying 196 sea otters on the coast of California for a decade. They found that female otters use tools more often than the males. They think that the females are not able to bite into the hard shell as compared to the males. Therefore, usage of tools is helpful. Females also need more energy because they rear the young ones, and that is another reason for feeding on hard-shelled organisms, because they have more energy than sea urchins. And it is also the female otter which passes the knowledge of using tools to the offspring. Another interesting finding in the study was that the teeth of female otters were less damaged as compared to the male otters. It appears that biting into the hard shell causes tooth damage, and therefore otters have devised the strategy of using tools to minimize that damage. Whales are social creatures which live in groups. They have a sophisticated communication system that uses rhythmic sounds. Our current understanding of this communication system is that they produce clicks in a rhythmic pattern. This rhythmic pattern is called as coda. It is known that there are certain coda which are unique to a group of whales. These are called as identity coda because whales use it to identify the members of their group. And the knowledge of the identity coda is passed on from one generation to another. But identity coda is only a small set of the sounds that whales produce. The other sounds produced by whales are called as the non-identity coda. Scientists wanted to see the difference in sounds produced by a group of whales that live nearby. They studied sperm whales for this and found that the identity coda are highly different in group of whales that live nearby. But it was interesting to see that the non-identity coda were similar in the different groups living nearby. It appears that whale groups learn from each other because there is a need to communicate between them while maintaining their group identity.